Hello, everyone. Hello and welcome to the December 3rd edition of the Sidereal Insights Astro Update. I'm 𝗦𝗱𝗏. I'm the astrologer and artist of Mystick Physick Astrology, and I use Western Sidereal Astrology in my practice to help you reconnect with your soul purpose and to remember why you came. And my aim with the broadcast is always to provide guidance for you on how we can consciously use the energies of the transiting planets to affect our lives in a positive way. And so really to be proactive rather than reactive. And so with this broadcast, we're going to be talking about a couple of specific degrees tonight, according to the 𝗦𝗶𝗱𝗵𝘁𝘀 sidereal zodiac. And so if you need to look up your sidereal sign placements, you'll want to do that. And you can use the online calculator at mystickphysick.com/sidereal tools. I'm going to give you this link here just quickly in case anyone is hopping on and needs to look up their sidereal sun or rising sign or have a look at any of these particular degrees that we're going to be talking about this evening. Let's see what else. So with Sidereal Insights, so really what we try to do with this broadcast is every 2 weeks we take a look at the astrology of the current planetary transits across the heavens from a Western sidereal perspective. And so we're going to be talking about some transits currently, things that are happening, and how you can use or leverage those particular transits or astrological events to your advantage. So please like and share the broadcast if you know someone that might get benefit out of it, or have a friend who's also interested in astrology or would like to learn more about Western sidereal astrology. Feel free to tag them. You can also follow Mystick Physick on Facebook, and be sure to subscribe to our YouTube channel, and I'll share a link for that as well. So let's recap real quick kind of where we're at of some current major transits. So Neptune stationed direct in late November, just late last month, and this is after about a 5-month long retrograde. So that's an important shift for us. We have Uranus still retrograde in sidereal Aries. He's going to go direct January 7th, so early next year. And we have Mercury now retrograde for his third and final retrograde of the year, but he's about to station direct coming up in just about 3 days, which is exciting news to have Mercury back to direct status before we hit the final year-end holidays. But he's going to go direct on the 6th of December. You'll want to give that day a little bit of space, maybe a day before or after, before doing anything really important, as when a planet stations, they tend to be a little bit unpredictable. They can behave a little bit erratically, and they're intensely powerful. And so those are going to be dates to watch, but try to avoid doing anything important right around the 6th of December. And he's going to be back up to speed by Christmas. He'll leave the shadow of his retrograde on the 24th of December, so that's fantastic news. Right now we have the sun in Scorpio until the 16th of December, sidereal Scorpio. And we also, with the upcoming, so that's 6th, 7th, those dates of December are dates to keep an eye on, because we have a lot of activity going on kind of lumped together. We have Mercury stationing, which makes him, like we said, powerful and potentially erratic. We have the sun and moon both transiting the eclipse degree at 20 degrees Scorpio, activating January's eclipse in Sagittarius. So some folks may get eclipse news around those dates. So that can be powerful stuff. Plus we have the new moon in Scorpio. Mars is a traditional ruler of the new moon. He's going to be conjunct Neptune right at the new moon, adding and that influence of Neptune to be able to cloud our ability to see clearly, to understand things, to communicate effectively, but also giving us a fantastical opportunity to just kind of tap into inner creativity and imagination and creative impulses too. So that can go both ways, Mars being a planet of activity and a planet of vitality and energy. But this can also cause potentially conflict around deception near the new moon in Scorpio, and that arrives on the 7th of December. So this is a particularly interesting new moon you'll want to keep an eye on, and we'll talk a little bit more about it in the December overview and short reports, and also we'll explore a little more depth in the new moon intention setting practice in the Sidereal Insights Astrology Facebook group coming up later this week. But it's an opportunity to embark on some really deep personal exploration that can result in transformation and opportunities for emotional and psychological healing. And so if that's something that you're wanting to explore or touch on in your life, there's an opportunity coming up with the new moon. So some readers are also going to feel the impact of the eclipse, as we're saying, January's new moon solar eclipse in Sagittarius near that date, because the luminaries are going to be transiting the eclipse degree. So take note if you have significant events within a week either side of that new moon, especially if you have a planet or personal point at 20 degrees of Sagittarius in your sidereal natal chart. So have a look at that degree and see if you've got anything touching that. That'll give you a clue if you might need to watch that date. And then reminder, I'm going to be talking about this a lot now through the end of the year and even into early next year. Be thinking about what major initiation you'd like to make in early 2019 when we have the full support of every planet in the solar system in direct motion at one time. We'll have a period where we'll have several new moons and several full moons to take advantage of, to leverage that energy and that full support of planetary direct motion. So what I want to say is be planning ahead for that, but also be thinking about, so your New Year's resolution, we all make them, right? Don't start it January 1. Maybe have something in mind if you know what it is you want to make a resolution around, but don't make that resolution and initiate it until after the first new moon of the year, which is going to take place, did I say January 6th or 7th? I think January 6th. I scrolled past the date already. The 7th. So our live stream is the 6th. That's why I'm thinking of the 6th. So January 7th. Wait until after that new moon, because you'll be in the prime lunar phase for making an initiation, and you'll be past the point where Uranus has also resumed direct motion. And so you will have planetary support at that very first new moon in January. If you wait a week into the new year to make your initiation on whatever your New Year's resolution is, you're going to be much better positioned to be successful in achieving your New Year's resolution. And so that's why I'd encourage you to be thinking ahead about these things, plan ahead, but don't necessarily use our human solar calendar to plan your initiations, because it's not necessarily the best time for you to do that. And just after January 7th will be a fantastic time to start your New Year's resolution. So what else do we need to talk about today? So the December overview and short reports are available on the website. If you haven't read them, go read them, and be sure to read your short report for both your sidereal sun and your sidereal rising sign. If you haven't done that, it's going to give you a more complete picture about what to expect through the remainder of December. And the December full horoscopes by sign are taking a hiatus this month. I'm preparing a look ahead at the entire year of 2019 for you. And so stay tuned for more news about that. And join me Thursday, December 6th at 7:30 p.m. Mountain Standard Time, 9:30 p.m. at Eastern Standard Time. We're out of daylight time. 2:30 a.m. GMT and 1:30 p.m. Australian Eastern Standard Time for the new moon intention setting practice in the Sidereal Insights Astrology Facebook community. And also, I want to point out there's just a few hours left to take advantage of the 20% off cyber sale discount at mystickphysick.com, and that's store-wide. Most everything you can use that discount on, so pop on over there before it ends and see if there's anything you need or anything that might make a fantastic Christmas present, and grab a good discount. And thanks again. Please like and share the broadcast. I invite you to do that, and be sure to subscribe to our YouTube channel. And thank you for watching. I'll catch you again next time.